facts of life. Okay. That's not bad. I know, ain't that ironic? Mm-hmm. Right. Okay, so I think now, now what? We just cut everything from, I think here. I think we cut this off, right? Right, makes sense? If we're on this block, everything past has got to go. Okay. Yeah. Definitely we need to make sure we get as much as we can of this stuff. Okay, we'll put that back in the ender chest over there. Just so you don't have to carry it around. There we go. Because now, because again, the engines we don't necessarily need to have it. Because eventually what we're going to do is, I mean, it'll be one thing once we kind of like lead up into this, but it's supposed to be like have like another part that leads into that second floor. Because that's all that's supposed to be, is the engine's just supposed to be where it's like a second floor kind of thing. Where we can put the second floor, the heck if I know. But this was literally just so we can just get up and down the thing. Okay, and then these... Wait, both these walls? Yeah, okay, both these walls gotta go. Okay. Okay. So now... Because this is kind of okay for now. There's not really much that we kind of just need to do on this, because just eventually what this is just going to do, this is just going to be like right above the engine line. Because no matter what, like right here is the end of where we're going to have... Actually, we could probably, if this is going to be the end, we'll probably get rid of these two. Because we really don't need that. Yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes. The only difference, though, is if you just have just any semblance of light, though, they won't show up because they patched it. So if you have, the only way they spawn is in total darkness. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, now let's see how that looks. This. We don't have a lot of this, but at least help illustrate the point. See how that looks. Get it? Rest? I'm sorry. We had it originally there because when we were doing this on easy, we kept that as the middle of the outline to figure out what we're gonna do for the tail, and we were gonna set up 2 beds so we could just sleep through and keep doing the tail. No, because we finished through like the middle of the ship and then realized that the tail was gonna be off, and we're like, okay, cool, give it up. Yeah. So I think now, yeah, I think now for the rest of it, I think we just purple out the back of this and we're good. Yeah, we could have to get rid of this. Got it back, we're good. Nope, yeah. Nope, they're sitting down, they're good boys. Spleef. Because this can still stay the same for now until we kind of get through the back of this. No, that's your name. Okay, there we go. So we just now need to figure out how, which is fine because, like I said, most of this can just stay the way it is. This just has to meet the middle shape. Like we can have it how we exactly have it, where it just kind of like meets into the middle. It's 3 high. It'll just meet in the middle, and then that'll be good. Because that's really just the frame part of it. And then we just put like a layer out. It's hard to like illustrate because we don't have more purple concrete. I don't know if we can make any more. Let's. Yeah. I'm a checking. Yeah, let's see. Okay. Alright. I don't know how much more we're gonna make, so I'll go like... Let's see how much it is for just like another stack. Well, maybe like a stack and a half. I know the prep work is insane. Right. Okay. Okay, we're out of purple. Blue and red. You do. Gotta get rid of this cobblestone. Give me that. Okay, I could make 16 more. Go back. Purple. Okay. 2 stacks. Let's see how much that gets us. Yep, gonna nurple. Swap my pickaxes though. Yeah, the terracotta stuff like that, we might have to deal with that a little bit later. Like, I think definitely just no matter what we got to do is... we got to get the design figured out. Wussy app. The duper? Yes. Mm-hmm. It runs smoother on us. Why am I not surprised? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, I know that minecarts for sure have been a problem in Bedrock and Java for a while. It's weird because, and again, 4J, listen, you guys are awesome. Thank you for making such like a perfect version like foil for this game, because obviously the people who made the game apparently didn't know how to do that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, but do we take it? Yes. Yeah. There's, I don't know. It's like I try really hard to like playing Java or Bedrock or something like that. I can't. It's not good. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I did hear about that. It'd be very interesting if GameStop could get away with that because I know GameStop not exactly much hotter. Ooh. Wow. Wow. That's cold. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Sure, sure. Yeah. Okay, yeah, sure. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, get out of here. I ain't paying that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Mm-mm. Yeah. Okay. So, yes. Yeah. Hit me. Brother. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Nope. Yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, nice. Good for them. The same thing. Yeah. 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 Okay. I'm feeling good. I think we're good. I'm going to get rid of this. The Mandalorian Grogu. That's fine. Okay. I don't know. I don't know what's really coming up. Oh, facts. Oh, dude, I'm excited. I'm excited for that movie. Yeah. Yeah. The only one, I'm sorry to say this, is kind of a snoozer of a movie is Tenet that he released during COVID. I'm sorry. It's a bad movie. Yeah. Well, the thing that annoys the Sonomy is, again, is where you have very clear defined rules. I'm like, okay, cool, sounds good. I'm all for that. Anytime you clear define the rules, that's fine. But then when you're telling me, like, in the most like bold face, like like non-complicated way possible, that you can, as you're going forward, can fight yourself going backwards, while your past self has acknowledged that your present self can do what your future self was gonna do. I'm like, what the Sam Hill did you just say to me? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Matt Damon's not an Oppenheimer. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, the Jason Bourne movies are good. Oh yeah. Yeah. Which is whatever. Yeah, I'll say. And when you do like the whole thing like legit, I'm like, okay, like if you're gonna do like a full scale like Trojan War thing, like the horse, the everything, I'm like, they did it like forever ago in like the Brad Pitt like whatever like 70s or something like, or it might have been like the 80s or something like that. But I'm like, okay, this is gonna be crazy. This is gonna be cost. This is gonna be awesome. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Like I said, the movie that I guess is now on everyone's radar is this Obsession movie, which I don't know. It still sounds kind of corny, but I don't do horror, so okay. Positive. We love it when movies are under 3 hours. Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. 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 Okay. Yeah. I do have hair falling. Yeah, I've been. grabbing some light blue glaze terracotta to finish off the rest of the engines. I noticed we just did it to one, but we didn't do it to the other side, so. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Again, it's just, I'm reading what like this whole movie's like about. I'm just like it just sounds corny, you know, and it's like it sounds awkward, and maybe like what it's like it's going for, and like that could be the thing. But I don't know. It sounds dumb. Obsession sounds dumb. 2026. We're in 2026, boss. It's 2026. That's weird. I have no idea. Mm-hmm. 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 You could just watch the trailer. Yeah. Yeah. Right? It looks stupid. Hmm. Okay. Yes, and that's kind of what I thought of too. I'm like, this seems like Smile. Okay. Yeah. It just. Yeah. Got it. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'll see. Because it just. I don't know. Yeah. Okay. So now I feel like. Now all we have to do is just put over the layer that we're gonna do with the floor, and I think we're good. Because that's because this is all done. This will just lead into the next, like the under part of it. Or, no, because we just go down two, and that's it. Where where this is, it just goes down into it, and that's it. Yep, that's it. We just do it for the other ones, and that's it. Yep. Yeah, I was. Yeah, I know. I'll go grab the terracotta, I guess. Terracotta concrete. No, it's not purple. It's the other one. No, it is purple. Okay. Bam. Bam. Yeah. I think we're good. I'll just torch up the engine part. And then I think, like I said, I think we're good on the tail now. So I think I'm just going to get rid of all of this now, because I don't think we need any more of this. Okay. Oh, I just need one more light blue glazed terracotta for the outside. Yeah. What's up? Oh, the Obsession movie? Yeah, I know. It's... mm. You know what the other guys said? 10 out of 10 movie. Scariest thing they've ever seen before in their lives. I'm like, you're kidding me. I'll say, or like, the Texas Chainsaw Massacres, like, those are, like, disturbing. Yeah. Yeah, I don't need that stuff. Oh yeah, that's a good point. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. 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 I don't either. Alright. So I need to make more magenta concrete and magenta terracotta. That's what we need to do inside. Cause that... Okay. There's still a stack of terracotta of magenta. I just need to make more concrete. Was a... Oh, the Avatar Last Airbender movie? So, I've already seen it. Yeah. No, 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 you can't do that. No. That's messed up. Well, I'm kind of waiting for it to be in. I'm hoping that Paramount sees the error of their ways and releases it back in theaters. That's what I want to see. Again, this is absolutely no spoiler for the Avatar by any stretch of the imagination, but it is visually stunning. Yeah, I mean, it is absolutely stunning. It's yeah, I can kind of say that. I mean, it's one thing where it's like it's a little bit where there's maybe like a small step back in how it should look for for it to be Avatar, but when you realize that the thing was made like 27 years ago and it's all of them being like older and jazz like that, everything looks good. I'll say that. Everything legitimately looks good. Yeah, that sounds right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes. My my only and it kind of takes you out a bit of it, and again, I know everyone's older and stuff like that. I did kind of wish that they had some more of like the voice cast come to do it. That's just me being like impartial or whatever. All the voice actors, the only one who had a returning voice is Appa, which is D. Bradley Baker. Yeah. The only other guy who had, I believe, any other involvement in it, I think, is whoever the guy who voices Juan in Korra. He came back for a voice. Oh, he's Roku. Yeah. Because I think the guy who voices Roku's dead. Yeah. Yeah. That being said, though, when Greg Baldwin came and did Mako's voice for Iroh, he did very well. Quite literally. Yeah. And then you have Iroh. Yeah. And he's just a good guy. Like, I can't ever be mad at Iroh. The other thing too that always cracks me up too with Iroh is when Mako was doing the voice, it was, I think, fresh off of him doing Aku from Samurai Jack. And when you realize that, like, Aku and, like, Iroh are, like, the same dude, you're just like, wow, that is, like, a, like, huge difference. Gotta get back to the past. No, he found it. Because they retconned it. They retconned it. Don't worry. Yeah. Yeah, they retconned it because... No, and here, you'll love this too. You know how they retconned it? In a video game. Yep. Yep. Do we need more concrete? Or more terracotta? Do we need more magenta terracotta? This is your ship, bucko. We can at least finish out with where we are at. So I'll get one side, you get the other side. What's up? Facts of life, brother. Oh my gosh, I would love to have another original ending for Teen Titans. The Tokyo movie was good. I'm like, it's fine, that's cool, that's great. And then you tease the beginning of like season 6 with like Terra, or what we think is Terra, and then like, nah, we're just kidding. Yeah. And they just keep teasing it and teasing it. They did like a movie together. I'm like, stop. Yeah, please. Yeah. 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 And still the weirdest thing of it all is like it was anxiety, but like he kind of like they said that he really was like Slade was there and he was just like messing with him, and I'm like, dude, this is messed up. This is where it's like, it's messing like with your anxiety, messing with your psyche, messing with your ability to tell like right and not right and wrong, real and not real. You're like, dude, don't do that to me. That's like insane asylum stuff. Yeah. 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 What are we doing here? Um. Well, hang on. We can. Hmm. Well, it cuts off the staircase. Yeah. Alright. In the meantime, we're just gonna... We'll get rid of this. Yeah. I would agree. Do we just want the whole middle of this be magenta concrete? Just have this outside be the terracotta? Are we good with that? The obsidian? We do that. Alright. And I have a silk touch pickaxe, so I will get the glass. Darn right we did, man. Darn right we did. Okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. Sure. Yeah. Yeah. Right. Yeah. And themselves. Can you gently toss me your obsidian? Get rid of it. Yeah. Just give me the rest of it. I'm already down here. Alright. Yep. Oh, dang it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Hit me. Bakugan. Okay. The heck if I know. Dude, I do remember that. Okay. I low-key remember that. No, that's fine. I can respect that. And it's a weird thing because it's all based off of like Charlie's Angels and stuff like that, which is something we as like very young kids should have like no business knowing. But it's a good show. It's a good show. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm. I know you're like, whoa, hey now. And there was a lot of things we just kind of got away with. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's like, yeah, wait, when'd you make that wish again? 50 years ago? Yeah. Mm. Yeah. It's like, yeah, it was the best of times, it was the worst times. Okay. I see we are going to need a lot more magenta terracotta. Or concrete, not terracotta. Okay. I'm assuming we're doing the whole floor. which I would kind of look. I don't know, because I can't really think of anything else where I would want this as like a pattern than I could think of. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm okay with that. So I'll go make more, because we're going to need more. And we're back to the nerd pole. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You know what was always the one thing that shocked me with Toonami since you brought that up? There's a story arc to that? Yeah. Yeah, and it's an actual, like, he's an actual dude. And I'm like, say what? And, like, he had, like, a story, and, like, he was, like, the one that we grew up with was, like, the third generation. I'm like, they rebooted him? I did not know this. They're on, like, version, like, 8 now? I'm like, say what? No, anytime where they get where it's, like it's getting, like, towards, like, the end of, like, its lifespan or whatever, they're just like, okay, we're just gonna reboot the guy. I'm like, huh. I did not know this. Yeah. Yeah. I did not either. It was the same thing when when Yu-Gi-Oh came out. I'm like, oh. Yeah. Yeah. I have no recollection of that. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, same. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. I've seen. Yeah. Yeah, I've seen my own fair share of that kind of stuff. I'm like, right. This is weird. Mm-hmm. What? Oh. Dude, Code Lyoko. Gosh dang. Okay, here's the thing. If it came down to it where it's like if I can have either another season of Teen Titans, the original, or Code Lyoko, give me Code Lyoko. I'm sorry. The last season that was, I don't know what that last season was. Yeah, I'm like, no. But, because Teen Titans, I'll admit, I'm like, you guys had a good run, and now you have it in, like, Go and whatever. We haven't had anything related to Code Lyoko. And I'm like, ooh. I think it's 2004, bruv. I think, the last time was like 2004, 2005. It's been a minute, dude. They're I think they're doing new seasons. And then I believe Paramount is buying out DC, so it might be finally time to pull the plug on this dumb show. Heck if I know. And it's not even the original cast. Of our cast, yeah. It's because... No. And it's so good. The Code Lyoko, there's a lot of like shows that we were kind of growing up with where you're like, oh dang, like this hits. The Code Lyoko theme, the Samurai Jack theme. Yeah. 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 It's like, we know. Yeah, it was the last good one. They don't know. Go ahead. I was talking with gosh, who was I talking to? It might have been like somebody's parents that I know or something, and was talking about how like Brain Dead, all these like new like shows for like their kids like growing up or something like this, like for like kindergarten and stuff like that. And one of them that it came across, I think it might have been from like, it was like a Disney Plus ad or something like that. And I don't know, this is gonna be a reach for you. This is gonna be a reach, but this was a fantastic show growing up, like, because a big thing for children's TV is it has to be good for the adult to watch with the kid, and the kid's gotta enjoy it. This is where things get a bit like distorted, because everyone just says, oh, kids TV should be only for kids and blah blah whatever. Okay, who cares? It could be whatever you will, I don't care. But the show that I was gonna say that was phenomenal to watch with your parents is Bear in the Big Blue House. Dude, great show, great morals, great attitude. The whole kit and caboodle, awesome show. And Mm-hmm. Wait, which one? You only have one younger sister. You only have one younger sister. Where did this happen? No, no. When she have the kid? Huh? Yeah. Oh no. I could think of one. No, I won't say it. What? What was it? What they do? Oh. Oh God. Oh, not that. No. Yeah. 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 That no. Yeah. No. No. Okay. Hang on. So I will say this though. Correct. Return the slab is a messed up thing or whatever, because here's the part of it where I think it's kind of funny how we think that is like the scary one. And I think I've told you this before. Have you Googled uh, the I think it's the Harvest Moon ghost? Yeah, just type in Courage the Cowardly Dog, like Harvest Moon ghost or something. Spirit. Just Google that real quick for me. I'm gonna mess you up. Yeah. 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 Yeah, you see that? Yeah. But you see what I'm talking about? We let that slide. And I'm like, how do we let that slide not mess it up? Like we're all like, oh dude, Return the Slab's scary and blah blah whatever. No 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 no. A like eyeless, soulless, white mouthed like freak abomination of nature. And we're like, eh, ain't that bad. I'm like, huh? That scares me now. Mm-hmm. That was a mistake. That's not much better. There, no, correct. Correct. But there, it's it's definitely one of those things too where like, especially if you watch it now, you're like, oh, there is a lot of innuendos in this show. And here's the thing that always cracks me up the most about it is it had a lot of innuendos, and you know what? We were really dumb and we had no idea. Yeah. I love Dexter's Lab. Oh my gosh. Okay, here's some blocks. Here's some blocks, by the way. You know what? Okay, here's the one thing that cracks me up the most out of it is because this just shows how like delusioned like we were. Those shows didn't run very long. But the reason why we thought that is because a lot of them was we thought that when they were coming out, we were just like, oh, it's a new episode, because it was syndicated pretty heavily for like a long time. Mm-hmm. Okay. Uh, I've told you this, right? Dude, the whole show's on free on YouTube. Facts of life, amen. Same. Mm-hmm. I mean, the kid? Okay. Heck if I know. Oh. Oh. Oh, yeah. Yeah, the green tea song. Yeah. Yeah. Let's not do this. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So inside's all done. You know what? Looking into it, I'm okay with it. I know. I was saying we're gonna have to fix this, but I mean we're gonna like replace it with like purple anyway. Yeah. No. But that's fine. Because we're not keeping it. Mm-hmm. Uh we gotta fill the outside with the other side, the other color, not this one. Do we... Okay. Magenta. Yeah. It's real. It's... Oh, yeah, sure. Okay. I'm good. I like it. Yeah. 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 Because now I'll say where... Yeah, because where we are right here is... Because I think we kind of just stick with it. Because I know this is something else. I know we said this was going to be something else. That's the... Gosh, let me look at the... Alright, back to the images. What did we say this was? This was like the... What did we put down there? What did we put down there? What did we put down there? I don't know if I took a picture of it. Shoot. Because we said that there was something that we did in the glazed that made that look good. And I don't remember what it was. Oh, I have so much stone in my chest. Yeah. Okay. One second. Mm-hmm. 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 Oh. That's dumb. Ooh. That good. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because I know we have to go down far enough. Because right there is where we're going to put the rail so we can go into the ship. But I think it's not bad. Because we have that layer there for the outside, which will be the middle, and then we just do the same pattern under, which is where it's leading, and it's level with where it is. So that's at least, I think if we do that pattern for, so how we have it is, because it's 3, we're gonna have that layer above the rail be the magenta. We'll do 3 again, and then 3 on the bottom, and then we're done. Because then that should, I have to see if that works out. Yeah. 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 Okay, yeah. So that's what we got to do. Is if we keep that middle layer, the purple or the magenta. I don't know why I keep saying purple. We do that exact pattern we just did up there. We do it again under it, so it's like this is 3. I'm gonna need blocks. 1 sec. I'll show you. I got, because this is what we got. Walked right off. Good job, genius. Is this is magenta terracotta. Okay. Because again, just so we can kind of keep this, if we can keep that across, do the pattern 1, 2, 3. Then we do the pattern again 1, 2, 3, and then that's the bottom. Yeah. Well, and so that's what I'm saying. Is so if we just have this, we could. It's by 3. So we would just, I think, do the middle. Let me see what that looks like real quick. What would that look like? Hmm. Okay, hang on, hang on. How do you feel about that? This is what we're gonna like push it out for like the rounded part of it. So like we'll bring it out. I can go 3. I feel like 3 might be better. Well, I'm saying that that's going to be the wall. And then we just have to... Because this is just for, like, the wings. There's nothing on the inside we got to do. Let's see what 3 looks like. No, this is not going to do. Because it's ideally the same as what we do here. It should be good for above. Or... Okay. Let's see what this looks like. Three out. No. Three. Okay. Do it again. Dang it. Okay. Let me just do it again. And it's down one more. Should be. That actually might be really good. Short. Oh, sorry. There we go. Well, maybe if it would help if I knew how to count. There we go. Maybe 5? Might be enough for us to go back up. Keep walking off. Let me see what it's like if we keep going. How dumb does that look? This might be okay. Hang on. Hold up. I'm seeing kind of it. From down to back up. This might be okay. Yeah, this might work. Oh my gosh. Okay, okay. This might be okay. Let's see how that looks from... It's kind of just winging it. Literally, because that's what we're doing for the wing. So, if we don't have... Okay, I think then all we have to do is just this. Then... I'm liking it, I'm liking it. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so now I just gotta go to and from there. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, okay. Oh, wait. Oh, whoops. That was right. It's the inside ones. They gotta go. Okay. Okay. Let me get a advantage up real quick. How are we looking? Ooh. Okay. 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 Right. Right. So we have the where we have the walls right now. All we have to do now is just drag it out to those cobblestone. So the pattern stays the same. Everything else stays the same, but now we just drag it out to the cobblestone. Which we don't have to do anything on the inside. This is just purely for the outside. Yeah, so everything stays the same. This is just purely for the outside. This is just for the wing. Yes. Yeah, because everything stays the same on the inside. Yeah. I like it. What are your thoughts? Because again, is we'll have it how we have it right now is the wall as the wall. We're good with that. We have the interior done. We're not doing anything more to it. Like the wall is the wall. We'll build down in the pattern that we have it. Everything stays the same. That stays fine. We just now have to bring out more blocks to that wing, and then we'll do whatever. We'll probably do it out of like pillar blocks, and we'll just have it kind of go like in that sideways formation, and we'll be good. Yeah, I know. The bottom part for sure needs we could definitely make it really thin for sure. Like we can have it. Okay. Um. Here. Okay. Yeah. Hmm. No, I'm trying to figure out like how we then kind of keep this level with like the wing design. It's like I think we're okay. Because whatever we do to the bottom of the ship. was trying to figure out what we could do to the bottom. What can we do to the bottom? Yes, the power of editing. Boom, we're done. Yeah, exactly. It was 5 seconds for you guys, but it was 8 weeks for us. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Okay. I'm trying to see the vision. Let me think. Too tired to think. Because we have to do the opposite of. We're not going to do glass. Because we can't do glass. The sides are good. Sides are fine. 2, 3, 4, right? So is it one more? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. 4, 5. Okay. One, 3, 4, 5. Ugh. Hmm. I guess that makes sense. How does that look? It does look good. Okay. Okay. So if we stick with our current dimensions, by the way, just so you know, this is the bottom. That's the bottom. I think we could probably then safe to say we could probably gut the what's left of the middle because now we don't need it. We have the wall pattern. We have the yeah. I guess we could just do the glass again. It's not horrible. Okay. That makes that easy. Yeah, I agree. I wish it would quit raining all the time. Peaceful. Yeah. Like, we just finished a rainstorm. Good grief. Yeah. Nah, we'll be fine. We're under the protection of the Covenant ship. Dang it. Oh, it's up there. Darn it. Chipped off a piece of the floor on the main level of the ship. Yeah. Oh, one of my cats is here. Okay. Weird. I wonder which one you were. think we take the break. I think this is good. We'll kind of finish on getting the rest of the inside taken care of. Once the inside's taken care of, we'll get the wings done. Wings done. Bottom part of the ship done, which we'll fill with, like, ghosts or something. Because the bottom part is just where all the, like, enemies get deployed. Okay. Because then we'll just do the bottom as we did for the top. Keep it uniform. Mm-hmm. Wow. Okay. Wow, that's shocking. Yeah. Yeah. Right. I'll leave everything that I got on me back in that chest. I think this is probably a good stopping point. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, so yeah, we're doing there. It's the big thing of it all is, at least what we're getting done is like dimensions. That's where we screwed up bad the first time, was dimensions. Okay. Caw. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'll say you don't. We definitely don't have to do the fuel this way because you can use that dried kelp thing. You can do like whatever you want. The dried kelp thing. Yeah. 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 Because why not? Tell the hopper to go faster. Nah, I don't think it makes any difference. Nah, probably not. You could maybe, like, in theory, get like you could maybe in theory get like a second one to like feed into it, but like, it's fine. It's fine. Because like you say, is then even if it's overflowing, then you just wait until then it all just the hopper just catches up with what you got. Well, and I will say it's all. I think it does help because you do actually have two going instead of one. Okay. Yeah. Right. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I think that's gonna do it for me. This was. Wait for me to check my math here. I know. That's why I have these things. No, I got the YouTube videos. So the last episode will come out. This might come out. Hang on, let me see. This actually would be really funny. No, stop it. Yeah. So this one specifically will come out the 3rd of July, 2026. This was part 18 we just wrapped up. Yeah, that sounds good. Because I still have some episodes of Hardcore I gotta release, and I'm coming no rush to release those. I just did the. It's funny because I did the 300th special because it's to celebrate 7 years of being alive in Minecraft Hardcore. Which, by the way, everyone who's actually like bothered to like watch those videos, thank you. It's incredible. It's a fantastic achievement. This is about the only time I'll ever really say it, which of course is after. So when this comes out in July, this will be 2 months after I hit 7, and we're recording this in the middle of May. So this just kind of goes to show how nice and backed up all my uploads are. And yeah, I will genuinely say that sorry for like the lack of like me talking, because it's only ever a half-sided conversation, because you guys can't hear what Voltage is saying, which is in itself also kind of funny. Yeah, for good reason, he says. Yeah, but it's all right. And then I give you. I think there's one episode where I let you talk, and it just sounded so weird. And I'm like, no, we're not doing this again. Well, no, it's weird and off-putting for me because when you censor yourself, it just sounds so unlike you. Yeah, I mean, this does not sound right because there's always that split second like pause. It's always like the split second where you're like, "Fun, never mind." Yeah, I mean I mean, I'll say you're gonna have to be when you do the uh the Troy video again, but that in itself will take whoever knows how long. Because again, if in case if no one is quite like sure like why it's called Project Troy is because we are trying to set up the Troy seed we're currently on to be in retrospect to the one he did like 17 years ago now, right? Yeah. So 12 years ago, something like that? Okay, we'll say 13 years ago. We'll round up. We'll make ourselves feel old. So it's still from 13 years ago. And so in case if anyone ever has any idea about why it's called Project Troy, this is the reason for it. It's because Voltage over there wants to reclaim some childhood joy that we all seem to lose as we all go. This is why we always talk about nostalgic TV and stuff like that, like Totally Spies. Yeah. There's no Minecraft though, right? Okay. That is no way. Really? Okay. Okay. Yeah. Oh, dude, lost Halo from you and me. Good grief. Right. Yeah. Yeah. Dadgummit. That's kind of like the one nice. That's kind of like the one nice thing I have about having, uh, pretty much I think all of hardcore be predominantly like silent now these days. Is because I'm like, well, you can't tell me what can or cannot be age restricted because there ain't no commentary on my end. Yeah. Right. Some things never change. Mm-hmm. Yeah. 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 Mm. But I think the reason why it probably hasn't is because we're so small. Yeah. Right. I'll ha- I'll have to check. There was. It's like the very. I probably could post them now. I'm kind of just waiting for like the nail in the coffin to go through. Is I have two unreleased Destiny 2 videos that I've like saved and bottled up. The first one is it's the first stream that I found out how to have your voice on stream. Yeah, and so that's why I privated it because I think I say at one point where it's like, okay, you know, like I do need to tell you to like not swear, and then you just start like letting like some I forget what it is because the video it's from Destiny 2 like in like cursive and it's during like Curse of Osiris days. I'm like, the heck if I know. So But I mean, and then so it's that, and then I don't know. I there's not a lot of things that I bothered to like edit anymore because it cracks me up because sure I could in theory like take a pause because I have it on the channel currently that I always have something upload every Friday, and I've always been kind of okay with that. It's been just like my, I guess, recipe for disaster because nothing beneficial has come out of it, and I've been doing this for 12 years, I think, at this point. Yeah, it's been, I think, at least 12 years because I started doing it a little after you quit doing it, like right after like the Troy video, so that sounds about right, 12, 13. And yeah. Mm. Yeah. And I know there's like a lot of like there's a lot of good channels that like I have where you know they don't upload because they meticulously work on these videos for a lengthy strength of time. Like there's one I'm still waiting for is like it's an animated thing and it's like 5 years in development. And I'm like, first off, even if I had the editing software to do it, if I were to like take the time and like sit down and edit the videos, I probably would get so like demoralized because I I tried for a length of time in like the middle of where I'm like, okay, I'm going to like make the correct thumbnails. I'm actually going to like, put in like the intro, outro, do like stuff, to like, engage it or whatever. Because I didn't want to have to be like one of those guys where it's like, oh, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, I don't care. I know technically it says that it works because you just say it and then it's just, oh, it makes number go up. Like, comment, subscribe, like, comment, subscribe, like, comment, subscribe, like, comment, subscribe, like, comment, subscribe. And I'm just like, I can't consciously just like say that like over and over because even though I just did, but that's besides the point. um, it, it just seems kind of like just like I yeah, I guess begging sounds right. I'm trying to think of like the right word, but I guess begging sounds about right. And yeah, because I know technically, what we have currently going on, what we're doing with like the ESMP and all that stuff like that, uh, which of course took the hiatus because we started doing this, but it was fine because that was something that that we wanted to do because that became kind of the next thing we wanted to do. We kind of hit like for the most part like a stopping point in the SMP. There wasn't really a whole lot that we wanted to like do with it. We built like the really cool houses, stuff that we wanted to do, and it's like okay, and technically there's still stuff we could have done, but whatever. This is kind of nice. This was kind of like a nice like refreshing pause break that we kind of need to do, and we're almost at a year. I think we said it hits like a year in like June or something. Yeah. I know. Yeah. 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 Yeah, it's like, boy, we've just we've come so far from how the original like backup save was. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, 4-0 on a Minecraft game, just so you can get the redstone, like, working for the, for the fuel duper, for the auto smelter, and have your cart relay system. It's like, okay, it's like you got everything that you kind of like wanted to be able to do. Yeah. 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 But it was good. It was good. It's when you realize that we've done a lot to like get to this point where we can kind of like seamlessly just put it all together, get it all done, and be done with it. It's like, okay. Okay. Yeah. I know, and that was a pleasant surprise because I didn't think that was a whole lot that I thought was going to work like that. But hey, you never know. Well, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we're cooking. Yeah. Yeah. It'll be on one of the episodes that comes out in like June at this point. Because like I said, this particular video doesn't come out till July 3rd. I realize I've been rambling for 3 hours, so I'm gonna end this stream now. So, thank you everyone so much for watching. I have no idea it was this late. I have alarms going off that tell me I need to go to bed, so I'm gonna wrap this thing up. Sorry for the ramble, but that is just kind of what's going on. It's what I've said before. I've said in the video too, where it's like the whole point too that I was trying to get at. The whole point of it was I never really saw the point of like doing all the heavy edited videos because no one ever watched it. It's like, okay, cool, thank you, for like watching like, when we did the Manhunt series, I did a whole lot to like try to edit that, make it look nice and like flow decently, stuff like that. And then like the raw edits and stuff like that. I'm like, okay, what do we think of like the whole, thing for it? And it kind of did just mid. So then I'm like, well, if I'm just gonna do all this work, and then I'm gonna have to do like proper voice, proper everything. I'm like, and it gets like next to nothing for this. I'm like, I'm not gonna bother. So it's stuff I've already said before, but you get the gist of it. It has been 3 hours. Thank you so much for watching. God bless. Take care, and have a good one.